Welcome to Blind Abilities. I'm Jeff Thompson. It's been brought to my attention to express my opinion on some of these products and some of these devices that are out there, and we discuss on Blind Abilities and Tech Abilities. Sure, we report on them, but how do I really feel? What do I really feel when that itch comes calling for that new iPhone? Well, the iPhone 14 will be announced soon, I imagine. Should be. And what happens inside our head? What happens in our heart? A new iPhone. Oh, I know. I've been there. I've done it. Here's where I am today with that. Be sure to follow up right behind my opinion here. I give a demonstration on battery health, peak performance, and optimizing battery charging. Hope you enjoy. When the itch comes calling for a new phone. Over the years, I've always wanted the latest and the greatest offered up by the Apple gods. Most of the time, I was blessed. Now that the latest of the new phone is measured by the realities of a camera, 3 lenses, wide-angle lens, telescopic lens, and more, and wow features such as LiDAR, I've settled in on a 3-year rotation. My iPhone 12 Pro Max is not limited, and the battery health is sitting at 86% of its capacity, and I've had it for nearly 2 years. A new battery will run me about $100 or maybe a little bit more, and all will be well in the iPhone world for me. One of the big features that really caught the blindness world's attention was LiDAR. LiDAR allows the iPhone to judge distance for blindness features such as people detection, location finding, and now the new Finding the Door feature that's coming in iOS 16. As someone who has been around the block with iPhones a few times, I don't feel that LiDAR is a game changer. Yes, Good Maps uses LiDAR for indoor navigation. However, the rate of it spreading across the United States is at a slow crawl, and is limited to a business wanting and affording the service. Not sure when was the last time I even used a LiDAR-based application or feature, but I was one of those that had to get the iPhone 12 Pro Max right out of the gate. My iPhone 11, it went back as a trade-in, and I'll never do that upgrade program again. Goodbye nice iPhone 11, and goodbye $600-700 that I had already paid for it. And hello, starting over with about $63 per month payments for 2 years. But this iPhone 12 Max Pro will make it another round around the sun before I consider a new iPhone. And the iPhone 15 will soon be hitting the rumor mill the minute the iPhone 14 is announced. Unless you have really changed what you store on your iPhone, such as audiobooks, books, videos, music, and photos, you could probably just refresh the battery and carry on with your daily productivity and, your social programs, and save on the costs and payments that seem to be present. Every time I look at my budget, I have to wonder, is the iPhone going to be a lifetime plan? Now, as for my battery, if I go into settings under battery and go to battery health, I can find out that I'm at 86%. I can also turn on optimizing battery charging, and this gives the optimal way to charge your battery to preserve the battery life. And I keep the brightness level low as a way not to tax my battery usage and to preserve the length of battery life over the long haul. I like to run the battery down to 20% or lower before I toss it onto the charger. I really like the 20-watt brick from Apple to plug my phone into, as it allows me to charge my iPhone much quicker, especially during midday if for some reason I need to go somewhere. I want a good charge while I'm out and about. So when that iPhone 14 falls from the Apple tree, you won't find me sitting there with Newton and discussing potential energy. I will potentially be saving money and sporting my iPhone 12 Pro Max, refreshed with a new battery and doing like I do, and with no payments knocking at my wallet every month. My good old iPhone 12 Pro Max will someday become my beta testing device and take one for the team as I jump into the future with my developers beta. And by the way, iOS 16 Beta 1 bricked my iPhone 12 Pro Max, and I had to restore my iPhone back to factory settings and update from a previous backup. Fun times. As they say, do not test the beta on your main device. Okay, I get it. Luckily, I had an iMac, so I plugged in my iPhone 12 Pro Max using the USB-C cord and brought my iPhone 12 Pro Max back to life. There's nothing like anxiety and stress being off the grid for 3 hours. Whoa, Oh, I know. Life-changing, I do say. I heard birds tweeting, a train whistle blow, and the sun was shining. Wonder what 6 hours of being off the grid would have been like. Whoa, scary, eh? Battery health is a really unique feature, and it gives you information that you will need to determine the health of your battery. To get there, let's single finger double tap on settings.
Settings.
Single finger swipe left to right down to battery.
Battery button.
Single finger double tap. Then we'll swipe on down to battery health.
Battery health button.
Single finger double tap.
Battery health heading.
Another way of doing this, and it might be easier for some of you, is to invoke Siri and say, go to battery settings.
Battery heading.
And then swipe down to battery health.
Battery health button.
And single finger double tap.
Battery health heading.
And this is a neat feature, and it's always on. You can always check what your battery health is. On this page, you will be able to find out your maximum capacity that your battery is capable of at this date. When it was new, yes, 100%, of course. Let's single finger swipe left to right.
Maximum capacity, 90%.
Which still reaches maximum capacity, but only 90% of when the battery was brand new. Rechargeable lithium batteries do age, so when mine is reading 90%, that means that my battery is actually 10% smaller than when it was brand new, meaning that if I could charge it to 10 units that I could use throughout my day or 2 days, I can only charge it to 9 units now, which boils down to I'll get less hours out of my fully charged phone at this point. Now, the other thing to check out is peak performance capabilities. Single finger swipe to the right.
Peak performance capability.
Now, for the most part, if you're above 80%, you should be pretty good. What peak performance capability does is if it gets to a point where the battery does not work good enough, it'll start shutting down certain features in your phone to preserve the integrity of the phone. So at 80%, it's time to start thinking about a new battery. Now, if you swipe down, you'll get the next explanation, but one more swipe, you'll get optimized battery charging.
Optimized battery charging on.
I have mine turned on, and you can toggle this on and off.
Off. Alert. Optimized battery charging helps reduce battery aging.
Now this alert pops up, so let's swipe down and see what the options are.
Turn off until tomorrow button. Turn off button. Cancel button.
I'm going to single finger double tap on cancel.
Cancel button. Optimized battery charging on.
And what this does is really learns from your charging routines. You can swipe down one more and it'll give you that description. I leave mine on to help prevent any unnecessary loss of battery life. Do we replace our phones after 2 years, 3 years? So I should be good. If not, I will replace the battery at that point. And so this battery health feature is a good way to monitor your battery life. And why not optimize your battery life? And for more podcasts with the Blind News Perspective, check us out on the web at www.blindabilities.com, on Twitter at blindabilities, and download the free Blind Abilities app from the App Store and Google Play Store. That's 2 words, Blind Abilities. And if you want to leave some feedback, give us some suggestions, give us a call at 612-367-6093. We'd love to hear from you. And from all of us here at Blind Abilities, through these challenging times, stay well, stay informed, and stay strong. I want to thank you for listening, and until next time, bye-bye.
When we share
what we see
through each other's eyes, we can then begin to bridge the gap between
the limited expectations and the realities of blind abilities.
The realities of blind abilities.